Hey everyone, today is the 18th of February, I believe, if not the 19th, Sunday. The reason I'm making this video is because it finally hit me. It's been hitting me, but now it has hit me most hard. Excuse me for my glasses being really crooked, but I've been stepping on them by accident. I mean, them broke, so I'll keep wearing them, but yeah. The reason I'm making this video is because I've gained a considerable amount of weight, I would say past the point of it being charming. I wouldn't say my self-esteem is shot, per se. I mean, it's numerous factors. One, I eat in excess, and I eat often. So sometimes I'll just eat just because I'm near food or whatever. And like it doesn't really affect my body image per se. But I mean, depression has something to do with that. We all handle it in different ways. I don't drink as much as I used to, so I guess I've redirected my stuff to, eating. So starting after my brother's wedding, I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna hit the ground running with exercise, and I plan on I plan on making some changes, exercising, going to Planet Fitness where all the fatties go. I would say that I don't have a super concrete goal. I guess I would like to be 190 again, and that's 110 pounds for me, though. That's I'm 300 now. It's crazy to think about that one man can accumulate that much weight in a year and a half, but it's doable, and I did it. I always do it big, baby. Bad boys. But yeah, oof, yeah. So I have a large I have a large thing to fill in terms of a leap. I mean, the fact I'm 300 pounds. I learned that when I went to the doctor a few days ago. Not for not weight issues, but it's a lot more shortness of breath. I eat almost to the point of sickness. Sometimes I have outgrown most of my favorite clothing, all of my favorite clothing. It's actually interesting. If you ever see one of those big black plastic containers, those storage containers, I filled up three of those. So as you can imagine, I think it's impressive that I was able to fill it, but I'm not. It doesn't say much because I got to buy new clothes, and they're not nice clothes because fat people, you can only make a tablecloth look so nice, Sorry, I'm a little sick. But yeah, shortness. I'm trying to get so where I'm not short of breath all the time. Even when I'm fucking sitting down, I'm like, it's nuts. Like I'll reach for a fucking pen on the floor. They say this is how steam was made when fucking Gavin dropped his game disc and reached for it, and he nearly died. But yeah. So after my brother's wedding, which is about a week away, I'm going to be going to California, so there's going to be all sorts of good stuff going on. But I'm going to be serious about a dietary and exercise journey. If anybody wants to join me in that crusade, if you will, maybe we can keep each other motivated, maybe with some weight stats and stuff like that. Maybe we can, you know, go to Planet Fitness and shit. Like I said, I'm just trying to get healthy, trying to fit into all these nice clothes again, because one thing I learned, I mean, I keep learning things. Every day is a learning experience for me, but being fat this big again, like, has shown me that there really are not that many, there's not that much nice clothes out there, and it was really hard shopping for my brother's wedding. And it's funny because I have to fly out to California tomorrow, but I still don't have everything I need, because, you know, I keep hoping it's going to resolve itself. It will, because my brother doesn't get married until Saturday next week, but still, you know, I am sort of like at the mercy of what's I run into. I'll make it work. I always make it work, but yeah, it's tough. It's not a walk in the park, being fat. I mean, it's fun. It's funny. I mean, thick boys still rule, but, you know, like, I guess this is probably as acceptable as, you know, as big as I should be, because it like I said, it's really hard shopping for clothing. It's really hard, you know, waking up, you know, everything, doing normal activity gets you out of breath. It's really hard when you're trying to, you know, drink almost not that often, but you got to replace it with some other vice. You know, a lot of times you'll go to these AA meetings. I've never gone for myself. I went back when a former friend of mine was trying to quit alcohol drinking altogether, so they were going to NA and AA meetings, and everybody that was in the place, you'd see them smoking out when they got outside, because they replaced one vice for another. And I gotta find, I guess, if it's equivalent exchange, I would have to say that I guess I have to find another vice. But you know, it's problematic, because I don't want to drink as much as I used to, nor is it as enjoyable as it used to be, because, you know, it's, you know, it's hit, though, that alcohol when you get older hits you a little harder in the morning, makes you lethargic sometimes. But yeah, and I mean, like, you could say, oh, just pick up more hobbies. The problem with that is hobbies are hungry work, man. You got a slice of piz on one hand and your pencil in the other, and you can really put in some work. So yeah, so I'm gonna be going on this weight loss journey. If anybody wants to join me, now that I've made this video, hopefully I've sort of shamed myself into you know, committing to getting back down to a reasonable weight. I think 200 pounds would, I think I'm supposed to be 170, like, according to BMI charts. 170 is very hard, I would say, though, because that would be like back when I've gotten to 170, but I was like eating 1,500 calories or less. So you know, my family were pretty predisposed to being fat. Most of the guys my age and older are fat fucks. In fact, they were fat fucks before I became a fat fuck again. So, you know, I kind of prolonged the inevitable. So yeah, both sides were just fat fucks on both sides. We just eat too good, which isn't a bad thing, I guess. But you know, you gotta get that goth snatch. Am I right, guys? You gotta you know, you goths like skeletons, and they don't like I don't know, Slimer from Ghostbusters. I don't fucking know. Anyway, you guys have a good day, and send me a personal message if you're interested in motivating each other in a week. Anyway, peace out.